welcome back to Flawed and Happy. So, okay, you guys, I'm having a little difficulty with my videos, so I'm getting them made okay. I'm getting them to my computer. I'm getting them into my program, and then when I go to, like, save it after I'm all done, I don't know what happens. My whole program, like, just totally freezes. I lose everything, so I'm just gonna keep making videos. Eventually, something's gonna work, and I'll just upload them all at one time. So, no smoking journey. Here we go. Okay, you guys, I originally went into the doctor because I wasn't feeling well and I figured I had an ear infection on March 25th. So today is April Fool's Day. Happy April Fools. And, my what I thought was an ear infection wasn't. Turned out to be a sinus infection. It's not 100% gone. I can feel that, so I got a refill on my antibiotics, and I'm going to continue on with that. But in the process, I was sent to an ear, nose, and throat doctor where the ear, nose, and throat doctor thought maybe I had two other things going on in addition to the sinus infection. Now, when she told me what those couple of things were, this coming up Friday, I have a follow-up for one of them. The other one, which was, well, I guess they're both kind of scary, actually. But the other one, like, honestly, I feel as though it's a symptom of the sinus infection because it's getting a lot better. Like, every day just keeps getting a little bit better and a little bit better. But you guys all know, I went ahead and I called the quit line. I started some medication. When I went to the doctor about the number 2 thing, we talked about options. We started some blood work, and I told him I called the quit line, and he needed to fax a prescription in, so that's done. And he gave me 7 days worth of that prescription, so I've already started it. I've been taking that since Monday, I think. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. It feels like a long time ago that all of this came down and I called the quit line. But then it feels like it was just yesterday. And I'll get into that because it's been kind of an emotional run. So, I'm on some medication. I'm taking the medication. They say it'll take about a week or so to get into my system. I am on day 2 of the medication. Day 3. Oh, Lord. Am I on day 2 or day 3? One or the other, okay? I'm not even sure at this point. But, I don't know if the medication's doing anything yet because they did say it could take up to a week for it to start working. So I just got to be patient. In the meantime, though, I had just a big enough scare where when I left the ear, nose, and throat doctor and I was then very motivated to call the quit line, I just like that was able to go from a pack of cigarettes a day down to a half a pack. I'm smoking between 8 and 10 cigarettes a day now. I had my first coaching session. My second one will be Friday, this coming up Friday. But it was just kind of left like, you know, don't fret a whole lot about the not smoking. Just go ahead and try doing some other things to change some habits, to fight off some of those urges and craves. But if you do happen to smoke, you happen to smoke and don't dwell on it. You know, let's get the medication in you. Let's get that started. And then we'll focus on a quit date. So that's where I'm at. When I feel some cravings coming on, I try to keep myself a little bit busy. I'm noticing keeping my fingers busy helps a lot. I play a game on my cell phone, so I'll go into my game and I'll just do stuff on that game. Because see, it's keeping my brain focused on what I'm doing on that little screen. You know, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just doing things. So that helps. I'll do dishes. I have like washed. I've had one plate and one fork, and I fill my whole entire sink up with my dishwater, and I wash my one plate and my one fork, and I wipe my counters off, and then I just start wiping random stuff off. You know, I haven't gone into like full-fledged house cleaning yet, but I might. Fiddling around with the program, trying to figure out why my program is doing what it's doing. It is a very good program. I haven't worked with the program for a couple of years. I haven't done video production work for a couple of years now. So, of course, updates along the way. Some of the stuff has changed, but it's kind of easy to figure out. I don't know, but that helped too. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It has gotten a little bit emotional. I'm not gonna lie, you know, that nicotine being in your system, I don't know, it does something. And when that nicotine starts to come out, there's certain things that your body will start to go through. Like, you know, that first day and then going into the second day, because I went from a full pack down to a half a pack, you know, just like that. Like, I had some congestion going on. I was like, you know, and it was, I do believe it's that nicotine. It's starting to work its way out. You know, they say, a lot of changes take place within our body, you know, every hour that we don't smoke. One of the symptoms that I was having while I was smoking, which is one of the reasons why I went to the doctor in the first place, is this whole left side of my head. Like, I literally, as I'm smoking, this whole left side, like it felt like something was being squeezed off. And it was hurting, and I would get fluttering going all the way up the back of my head. But of course it's on the inside, you know, so that was kind of starting to scare me. And then the almost passing out while I was smoking. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And it would be the worst as I was like, so you know what? It's time to quit, guys. It's time to quit. So when I went into that ear, nose, and throat doctor, and she said a couple of things that I really didn't like to hear, I was like, that's it. But you know, I kind of have a personality that goes along with that anyway. When I've had enough, I've had enough. I'm done. That's it. Over. Done. You know, I especially with people. Why, I love people. Just not always. So sometimes there's been certain people in my life, boy, you know what? Them suckers, some people just really like to push your buttons. And they like to push. And eventually, you know what? I can let people push my buttons. Like, they can be like this on me, and I'll just be like, oh, whatever. But after a little while, you know, if I give you one warning and you don't listen, I give you 2 warnings and get ready for the third, because the third I'm going to explode. And when I explode, I turn around, I walk away, I'm done. Done. That's how I feel with this whole no smoking thing. But yet, I still can't just not smoke. And that is the confusing part. That is the part that is so hard. And it's so hard for me to like comprehend, because I'm just one of those people where, you know, if I say I'm done, then I'm done. And I say I'm done smoking, I am done. But yet I'm still smoking a half a pack. You know, I don't get it. The other night, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm at my island, and it's after supper, and I'm talking to my husband, and all of a sudden I just get weepy. I'm like, ooh. You know, and tears were coming down. I wasn't even sure why. You know, and that was about day 3 into it. Oh, so yeah, I've been smoking a half a pack of cigarettes, and ever since March 26th, maybe. I should look at a calendar, because I'm pretty sure March 25th was a Saturday, and that's when I went into urgent care. You know, like the after-hour clinic thingamabob, that. Yeah, so you guys, I don't doctor. I don't go to the doctor, ever. I have to be about dying before I go to the doctor or have a broken bone. The last time I doctored was actually 2017. I fell in an ice storm and I tore my abdomen pretty good. I didn't know what I did. I know I took a pretty hard fall, and it was a hard fall. I went outside to get my cat. I seen my cat, and there was a legit ice storm. It was awful. And I have this ramp, and I don't know why I didn't correlate that the ramp would be icy, but I went straight down the ramp and just boom. Yeah, and like, so when I landed so hard that it literally pushed all my organs and everything upward. And so, yeah, I tore my abdomen. I had to go to the doctor, and they did a CAT scan because all the tests were coming back that, you know, nothing was wrong. And yeah, and even the doctor was like, how did you do that? You know, you tore your abdomen in such a place and in such a way that I can't even comprehend how you even managed to do that. Well, story of my life. Story of my life. Most of my life. If it's not possible, I'm going to show you it's possible. So I go to the doctor for that. Prior to that, I broke my foot. 2016, I broke my foot. So here I am now. I managed to go all of 18. No doctor visits. And I normally don't get sick. Like, I didn't even know I had a sinus infection, because the last time I was sick was in 2015. I mean, I don't get sick. So here I am going to the doctor. I am going to keep taking that antibiotic though, because I can feel up in here, I still have the sinus infection, the dizziness and the lightheadedness and whatever I got going on back here. It's definitely subsided. I honestly believe whatever's going on with the head has everything to do with the sinuses. And then now I'm just down to the one other thing to have to get looked at, and that'll be Friday, second opinion, then we'll go from there. Quite honestly, I'm not too worried about that either, but I do believe what I got going on with that thing is a direct correlation to smoking, and the time has come that I need to just quit smoking. Okay, sorry about that. When my phone rings, I have got to hit pause and I have got to answer my phone. So, just another business that I do. My phone is going to ring again, but this time, the next time I don't have to answer it. My fax machine is going to pick up, but I'm just going to let it go and, maybe I'll pause it. So, okay, the whole quitting smoking aspect, you guys, I'm very motivated to do this, and I've been thinking of certain ways that I can try to counteract some of those cravings. And one of the things that I keep thinking about is exercising. I don't know what it is about me and exercise, but boy, you know, do you have them people, those like acquaintances where you're just like, oh God, there they are. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm like that with exercise. You know, I'm just like, yeah, I know it's probably going to be good for me and it'll probably like help in many different respects, but at the same time, I'm just like, ooh. So I am going to figure out some exercises that I can find some fun with. I don't know what that's going to be, because so far, honestly, all I've done is like think about it. I'm going to hit pause and let my machine pick up. Hey, I'm back. So my phone's going to ring again. That actually wasn't my fax coming in. That was my mother. But I didn't answer it and it went to the fax machine. So now, I don't know. I'll have to call my mother back. So, I'm definitely motivated. I really am. I also started a detox. Yes, I started a detox. So I am using a detox tea, and so far I like it. I am really liking it. Today so I'm doing a detox tea, and then I'm also doing this drink that gives me like tons of vitamins and minerals. And, you know, and I decided to go this route just because if you've watched any of my previous videos, if you go back to the network marketing videos that are in the Chris Watts series, you are going to hear me talking about and seeing me talking about the company Lavelle and the product Thrive. I started taking Thrive in 2015, and when I went on the antibiotic and the other medication on March 25th, the doctor told me then, quit the Thrive. Don't take the Thrive while you're taking these medications. I want the medications to get in and to get working. So I quit taking those. In the meantime, everything, you know, I love life. I do, because so much about life is always unplanned and it's unscripted, and I love that. So a friend of mine contacts me and was like, hey, I want you to look at this. I want you to check this out. So I looked at it and I checked it out, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna quit smoking. I need to detox, man. So I decided, instead of taking the Thrive again, once I'm able to start taking it, which I can now because I'm only on an antibiotic, so I definitely could be taking it, I chose not to. Just because I've been taking the product since 2015. This is 2019. We're talking almost 5 years, or almost 4 years. And I'm just, I just kind of felt like a little bit of a change was needed. Not that the product wasn't working, because the product was working. I absolutely love how the product worked for me. I just feel as though I need something a little bit different. And that detoxing really stood out to me. So I am drinking a detox tea every morning. And when I get done with that, about 30-40 minutes later, I am following it up with another drink that works for inflammation in the body. And after I get done with that, I am following that up with another drink that is putting back in all of the vitamins, minerals, nutrients, antioxidants, my pro and prebiotics that my body needs. And it sounds like a lot of drinking going on, but really it's not. The tea, you can actually drink that throughout the whole day, and the others, I'm mixing with 4 ounces of water. It says you can mix with like 8 ounces. I'm mixing with 4, and I'm getting it done and over with. So, you know, it's not a lot of drinking. And I will say today I feel alive. I feel really good. Other than the whole sinus thing still kind of lingering on, but antibiotics will take care of that. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I actually felt a little light and airy today, if that makes sense. I just felt a little bit lighter. I think it's working, and I think I'm gonna like this. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not taking the Thrive. Whether or not I start taking Thrive again, I'll decide that later, not today. I take my life just one day at a time, so it's a decision I don't need to make today, so I'm not going to make it. So other than that, the no smoking on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I'm going to have to say I'm probably at about a 5 right now. The cravings, are actually getting a little bit less. Now, I am going to start extending my time frames in between cigarettes. So, we'll see how that goes. I know a friend of mine had mentioned, you know, just throwing them away and getting it done and over with. The way he had explained it was that, you know, you can quit smoking, and you know, you start off by that quitting smoking by limiting your cigarettes, and then your body gets used to that. So then when it's the next time to start limiting again, some of those same things you went through the first time around, you got to go through again. So he explained it like, just throw them away and just go through it once. You know, it just, it's going to hit hard. You're going to get emotional, you know, but just do it. I don't know if I can do it that way yet, but, so far I'm comfortable and I'm liking what I'm doing, because I've been smoking a pack a day for quite a while now, so I'm okay with this for the time being. But If you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Thank you for tuning in to Flawed and Happy. Sorry for the delay in the videos getting uploaded. Quite honestly, I haven't even uploaded my first smoking journey yet because I'm fighting with my program. I'm going to figure it out. I'll figure it out. If I got to use another program, I got another program I can use. I just can't do a lot of cool things, like no transitions in it. It's just pretty basic. But if I have to use it, I'll use it. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Flawed and Happy, getting ready to tune out. Thank you so much. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. See you next time.